Hi everybody. I am here live right at the entrance to the Blue Ridge Parkway here. You can see that it's closed because of the government shutdown, but I just spoke to some cross-country skiers that took the trail up there and really enjoyed all the rime ice. Incredible, stunning views. I'm really looking forward to when this cloud cover clears out, because it's really going to illuminate all of those ice crystals that have formed from this freezing fog so far. Road conditions aren't too bad aside from the Blue Ridge Parkway here, which is still closed down, but a lot of hikers are still coming into Shenandoah National Park. Right now we've got a light mix coming down, small flake size, little ice columns coming down, which means that there is not a lot of upward motion at the mid-levels of the atmosphere. And there's still a lot of freezing fog. The temperature is 27 degrees here. And again, this is the entrance to Skyline Drive on the north. And I'm on Highway 250 here. We're about to get on this interstate, or this highway. Show you some of the conditions. Most of the conditions on these roads are wet. The road crews have treated the roads, including Interstate 81, before the precipitation arrived, and they continue to work hard, scraping off the ice and the new snow accumulation out here. It's a different story up in the DC area, where there's a heavy band moving through there right now, all snow. Over 7 inches of snow has already been reported just to the west of the Washington, D.C. area. So we're headed on Highway 250 eastbound here. Roads are not bad despite the temperature being at 27, but you can see the ice accumulating on all the trees all around. The damage that you see on these trees is from the storm before Christmas. That was the winter storm, a snowstorm here that dumped up to 1.5 feet in this area. You can see a lot of limbs down from that heavy snow accumulation. Testing out a new stream here for AccuWeather. It's my POV stream that's connected to our live view. So we should be able to deliver very crisp images which will be especially useful during tornado season, when we're tracking those supercell storms in real time, providing those life-saving reports to people in the path of these storms. There you can see a big tree down to the left side of 250 here. And the rime ice is definitely concentrated on these ridge tops, and those exposed ridge tops that are facing south. Seems like the fog kind of banks up against those surfaces there, and then it leads to optimum rime ice crystal development. Vapor pressure is minimized around those crystals as they form, and then that causes a flux of vapor toward the crystals, and that accumulates. Basically vapor to solid. About 20 miles west of Charlottesville, 250 east here. I'm turning on to 76. About 3 inches of snow here in Stanton, Virginia area. And that's because the snow is mixing in with sleet and freezing rain quite a bit. There are a lot of branches too that were loosened by the winter storm at the end of last year that have come down under the weight of even this minor ice accumulation. The back roads are still slippery here, but the main roads, 250, 81 around here, Interstate 81, they're mainly wet. I've got some big time snow tires on this vehicle, so really don't have any problems in this vehicle in anything, unless the snow gets over 2 feet deep or so. This is a beautiful area here. Area known for its leaf peeping in the fall. Certainly. Appalachian Trail runs through here. Shenandoah National Park off to the north. Saw a family of black bear out here a few falls ago when I was hiking in Shenandoah. There's a few cubs and then a mama bear, and they were not happy with my presence on the trail, so I kept my distance. and proceeded down the trail, and it was okay. But you certainly don't want to disturb those families of black bear in the presence of cubs or any time. It was just a test of our new POV live streaming system that will really be deploying during these major storms. It does look like there could be some severe weather potential at the end of next week. Maybe even a tornado potential in East Texas and Louisiana there. Classic El Nino pattern with a very active southern stream. We've got freezing drizzle coming down, and that's because most of the vertical velocities that are leading to this precipitation are concentrated in the lower levels of the atmosphere. When you get vertical motion that's more in the mid levels of the atmosphere, you get the big dendrites, or those aggregates, the big flakes coming down, flakes the size of dinner plates. See, as I've gone down into the valley here, the rime ice accumulation is minimized. This snow event is a classic El Nino producer for the Mid-Atlantic. A long duration, but not too terribly heavy snowfall. Still probably 8 to 10 inches in the Washington, D.C. area when it's all said and done. But the coastal lows, with the blocking further east, the coastal lows will go out to sea instead of turn off to the north with a more meridional path that you'll see when you get more of a blocking pattern in winter, as we saw late last winter into early spring with those series of bomb cyclones. Those are the ones where the trough comes in and the system forms, and you get more warm advection to the east of that system, which builds the ridge off to its east, and you get more of a negatively tilted upper level trough. Warm conveyor belt gets going, and those are the big time nor'easters. But with these El Ninos, you'll get the parent system, which was out, that dumped the record-breaking snow near St. Louis, and as that moved east, you got the coastal low formation. But it never really bombed out. It didn't intensify. It's a relatively weak system, but still generating a long duration snowfall with all the moisture and this active southern stream with a textbook weak to potentially moderate later on Central Pacific El Nino. And getting tailgated right now. You definitely want to make sure you leave a plenty of follow distance when you're out here. You never know when you'll hit a patch of black ice or when things will go south. Shutting it down. Shutting it down.